Hey, Shimon, nice to meet you, man.
Nice to meet you. Cool.
I think leadership has a showmanship component. I'm always trying to engage people. If you don't engage them, then they're not really going to come along with you in the narrative. So welcome to the Brian for Mayor Digital Battle Bus. This is actually, it's not a bus, it's a mobile broadcasting studio. We've driven this 5,000 miles through every single borough of London twice. I'm back on the third run right now. And we drive this around and we broadcast from the back. And in the back, I've got a multi-camera setup. We're going to show the world that London is back for business. This is an important moment. I've been asked how much this campaign costs. It's 7 figures, so it's over £1 million, and I'm going to kind of leave it at that. Hey, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Hi, how are you? So one of the things I do that no other candidate does is I create vlogs. So I pull out my phone and I hit record and I speak unscripted, unedited for 5 minutes and I publish it on my platforms. Just got finished with a very special Battle Bus Live. All right, folks, this is Lamppost Chat. They say life all comes down to a few moments, and well, this is one of them. London Real started about 10 years ago. I started broadcasting inspirational conversations from my kitchen. About 4 years into it, people were stopping me on the street saying, Brian, can you teach us how to broadcast? And about a year later, I started the London Real Academy. And there, I take people in through an 8-week intensive process.
Doing what you love. And not only that, you're getting paid for it.
I am a very demanding teacher. I have a high level of accountability, and I ask people to show up, to do the work, to fight resistance is what I call it. People need to be busy. Right. You know, they need to be back to work, back doing the stuff that they love. And as protesters, I think so. Okay. Absolutely. All right. Okay. Thank you. And so not everyone agrees, obviously.
Brian Rose's course was not what it said it was, and it manipulated people and put them in worse financial situations so that Brian Rose and London Real could profit.
I won't consider myself successful. I made a grand total of $52 in sales, and that to me is not success, and it's not the 6 figures you were promised in the live masterclass. So
it's not for everyone, but we say that when people sign up, we say this is not for everyone. We're going to push you very hard. We're going to hold you accountable, and as I said, it's not for everyone. And like every business, there's some people that aren't happy with the experience. But again, I couldn't be more proud of this, and I will continue teaching.
Correct me if I'm wrong, though. It sounds like you're saying it's not you, it's them.
What's the question there? For 9 years, I broadcast conversations from my studio between me and another person. We had these long-form, unscripted, unedited conversations. And they were never censored. They were never challenged. And not once was that content ever questioned until last year when we were live streaming one of our episodes and YouTube decided to delete it and ban it. And my battle with censorship started.
There is no COVID-19. It doesn't exist.
I never thought that would happen to me. I thought always censorship happened to the weird people, but it actually happened to me.
And it's been like terrorism, to be honest. Every single day I've been told by that platform that I am one upload away from being completely deplatformed forever.
So do you think that David is a quote-unquote weirdo?
So we've had a range of guests on our show. The truth is, David is actually not the most controversial guest. I actually challenge my team to put people in the chair that I don't agree with. And over the years, I've had people that have made me very uncomfortable. And I don't agree with what they have to say, but I'll defend to the death their right to say it. When I look at these politicians, they seem to be making the opposite of the correct decision sometimes for us. They seem to be making the wrong decision. Every day I get up in the morning and I bet on myself and everything I do and everything I create. And I have placed a few bets on myself. I don't believe the polls. If the polls were right, we would have had President Hillary Clinton. If the polls were right in 2019, it would have been an even race, but we saw it was a massive, massive win by the Conservative Party. So we don't believe the polls, and we expect a massive upset on May 6th.